Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel once again, and for today's video I'm going to share my first Holiday Cup team, though I'm quite late for this video to be uploaded actually for this Holiday Cup rotation, but still I'm going to share my first team that I've used up very recently for I believe a couple of sets, 3 to 4 sets, and it worked out really well and it's a really fun team as well. So for the Holiday Cup meta, it is only having access, like the typings allowed are electric, flying, ghost, grass, ice and normal, to which what I felt while looking up in the meta baby book list over here, so Lanturn, Vigoroth, Talonflame and a few ice types like Froslass or Aurorus is going to dominate the meta. So that's why I thought of using Altaria over here. Because that will pick up some really good wins against Lanturn, Vigoroth and Talonflame, which is very highly used up in this meta. And I'm going to use my Shadow Magneton over here as my closer, which is going to be super strong once I am getting shield advantage or energy advantage in some kind of matchups as well. So that is the first build up of my core over here, because Magneton, though it's steel and electric, it can handle ice. It will be able to handle the ice and the fairy types as well, which the Altaria struggles to. But still, Magneton is very classy in this Great League format. So that is the reason it will be needing those shield advantages over here. To which my safe swap over here is going to be Vigoroth, which can again handle both the ice types with counters and body slam, and rock slide for the flyers, the ice types and the fairies as well. So moving on with the first battle, I pick up a lead. Let's see what I pick up a lead against. So it's going to be a Froslass over here. Terrible lead. I'll be quickly safe swapping into my own Vigoroth over here. So Vigoroth having access to rock slide now makes this Froslass matchup so much easier right away. So I'm going to let this first move go through, which ends up being a triple axle, which I am fine with, but now I am having so much energy onto my Vigoroth over here, to which they safe swaps into their own Vigoroth. So I will be shielding up this first body slam over here, and now I'll be going for the next body slam of my own. So if they want to maintain shield, maintain switch, actually they will be shielding up, which they do. And now from this kind of range, I thought they are lagging quite a bit, so that is the reason I am again going to get to the next body slam, which draws out the final shield as well, which is huge, because now I can easily come back with my Altaria, get the farm down with Dragon Breath, and now I will be coming back with my Magneton over here, to which they safe swaps again into their Trevenant over here. So Trevenant will not appreciate this incoming Shadow Magneton over here that does incredible amount of damage to this Trevenant over here. Shadow Magneton is really super strong, so it does pick out really scary matchups over here, to which now I'll be going for the next Magnet Bomb onto this Froslass that comes in, that takes out of the game and gives me the win for the first battle. So thanks to the lag, because that is the kind of win con for me. Moving on to the next battle, I pick up a lead against a Shadow Dragonite over here, to which I caught the first move of the Dragon Claw onto my Magneton over here, and now I am ahead on energy, to which they comes back with their own a Serperior over here that is so bulky, but it still does take so much damage from this Magnet Bomb over here. So Magnet Bomb is a bit it is having a bit of extra damage, I believe of 5. That is the reason in neutral situation Magnet Bomb is the way to go, to which now I can let this next Leaf Tornado go through, and now they comes back in with their final Pokemon, which ends up being a Talonflame over here. So Talonflame, I do have a perfect counter to that as well. Rock Slide onto my Vigoroth, to which now they will be going for the next Flame Charge. So Flame Charge does boost up their attack. That's the reason I'll be not shielding up the first move, and then I'll be going for the next Body Slam spam over here. So Body Slam does take care of the final shield, and now from this kind of range they are not able to farm it down, and I will be shielding up over here, because Flame Charge does boost up the attack, but thanks to the 5-turn move of the Incinerate, I'm able to get to the next Rock Slide that takes care of the Talonflame over here, and they recognize their feat and top lifts the game over here because the Serperior was quite low. Moving on with the third battle, I pick up a lead against Vigoroth over here. So Vigoroth lead is kind of tough, so I have to stay in this matchup. So I'll be going for the first. I can take in one Rock Slide, and then I will be going for the next Sky Attack over here that puts the Vigoroth quite low. But what I feel I should have switched out right away but from this kind of range, I will be able to shield up once because they are going for the Rock Slide, and now I can go for the Farm Down, which they realize, and they comes back out with their own Altaria, which I am fine with because I'll be going for the next Moonblast that does take out the first shield from my opponent's end, and now it is going to be my Magneton time, I believe, because these Dragon Breaths, though it resisted, it does so much damage over here, as you guys can see. So this is going to be a Dragon Pulse which hits quite hard, which is not very effective, but still it does so much damage, to which now I'll be going for the next Magnet Bomb that does take care of the Altaria over here, and let's see what the final Pokemon they have access to. It is going to be the Venusaur over here, and since they tried to catch a move, I got 2 counters extra of damage, and now I have to shield up the next move. So it is, I believe, going to be the Frenzy Plant. Yeah, it is going to be the Frenzy Plant, which I have to shield up once, and now I'll be going for the next Body Slam. But now, since they let the first Body Slam go through, so I have to go for the next Body Slam over here that does take out the final shield from my opponent's end. But now, since my switch clock was not back up, I could not attempt to catch the move, and now from this kind of range they will be able to farm me down with Vine Whips. Believe me or not, it's going to be a resisted Vine Whip taking down Shadow Magneton over here. So moving on into the next matchup, I pick up a lead against my mirror Altaria over here, and from this kind of range I am going to cast the move onto my Vigoroth, which I believe is going to be the Moonblast over here, which it is. And now from this kind of range they switched out into their own Vigoroth over here, to which I win the CMBTI as well, which is huge because now this is going to be the first Body Slam that does a decent amount of damage to a Vigoroth over here. And since it's going to be a CMP, which is going to be the best case scenario for me because they cannot farm up extra, and now from this kind of range I can easily come back in with my Altaria, go for a bit of extra energy with Dragon Breaths, and now I'll be going for the next Sky Attack that does take care of the Vigoroth. And the best thing is, since Vigoroth is out, my Magneton is going to have so much chances in the next in closing out the matchups as well, if they have not got again a good counter to Magneton as well, to which now they are staying into this matchup, which I believe because they don't have a really good counter to Magneton as well. So since so the final Pokemon that they have access to is going to be again a normal type, but since I was ahead on energy, so I will be going for the next Magnet Bomb, which does hurt a bulky Lickitung from that kind of range as well. So since I was a really good up hydro energy, I can easily shield up the first Body Slam, and now from the I'll be going for the next Magnet Bomb over here that does draw out of the shield, and I win the CMP onto the next Body Slam as well that does take care of the Lickitung over here and gives me the win for the battle here as well. GG's to my opponent, and really well played. Hopping into the next battle, I pick up a lead against Dunsparce. So Dunsparce is actually really a good code breaker for my Altaria and my Magneton over here, because Rock Slide and Drill Run really hurts both of my Pokemon. So I'll be going for the first Sky Attack, and now from this kind of range I am going to take in one Rock Slide over here. So first Rock Slide coming in, it does a decent amount of damage, but now I am going to cast the next move onto my Vigoroth over here, which ends up being a Rock Slide once again, and they again save traps into their own Vigoroth as well. So I'll be going for the first body slam that does hit the Vigoroth quite hard, and now in this kind of range I will be again going for the next body slam. So they are actually over farming quite a bit, so that is the reason they have to shield up once, and from this kind of range I am going to come back with my own Magneton and shield up once and get a hit on energy. But I thought of doing so, but for some reason I came back with my Altaria to soak in the damage of Rock Slide, and my Altaria is going to be staying alive with 1 HP and a Dream. To which now I'll be going for the farm down onto this Dunsparce over here, so which I'll be shielding up the next drill run that eventually will definitely take me out, and let's see what the final Pokemon they are coming back in with. So it is going to be a Charge Bug, which is not great because this Magnet Worm and this Charge both are resisted, but still I am going to go for this Magnet Bomb. And since I was Hydro Energy again, so it is going to hurt them quite a lot. But since they are again farming up, so I have to shield up the first Crunch, and now I'll be going for the next Volt Switch and cast the move onto the Altaria over here. That it was going to be the win condition for me, and he can easily come back with my own Magneton, farm them down with Volt Switch and get the game over here. So that catch was really sick. Moving on to the next battle, I pick up a lead which I totally missed what it was, but I'll be safe swapping into my own Vigoroth over here as they comes back in with their own Altaria. So Altaria is not safe from a Vigoroth now as well because of the access to Rock Slide over here. So I'll be shielding up the first move as well, so I'll be going for the next Rock Slide once again before they can come back with their next Sky Attack. So Rock Slide does land over here, and now I'll be going for the next Body Slam that will do enough damage, I believe, to take care of the Altaria, but the shield up twice, which is huge for me, because which is really good, because now they throws the Sky Attack onto my Vigoroth. So that gives me a really good opportunity for my Altaria to farm them down, and again they comes back with their own Ninetales over here, to which I'll be again switching back into my own Magneton in this scenario. So I have to shield up the first drill run, and from this kind of range I will be going for the back-to-back Magnet Bombs over here that does take care of the Dunsparce in this scenario, but I have to watch out for a potential Wither Ball over here, because that's how glassy Magneton is. As you guys can see, these shadow charms are really adding up, and this Wither Ball does take me out from this kind of range as well, which is not good. But now I have enough energy to get to the next Moonblast, which is non-stab, but still it's going to hurt quite a bit because it's going to be a Shadow Ninetales that does take care of the Ninetales over here and gives the win for the I believe the second last battle here as well for this team and this video. Really good for me. To which now I'll be going going into the next battle. I'll be switching out into my own Vigoroth over here as they switched out into their own Rock Throw user of Graveler over here. And since it was Jumpluff in the lead with a Graveler in the safe swap, I believe there is one more Rock Thrower, which I believe might be a Makago or might be their own Golem as well. So to which I'll be shielding up this next move, which is I believe it's going to be Energy Ball, because that's how I can easily go for the next Body Slam spam over here. And since they went for the first Rock Slide, so I believe they are going to shield up, which I was really good with. And now from this kind of range I can let my Vigoroth go down, because it have done its job. And now I was actually right, because the final Pokemon that they have access to is going to be a Golem over here. And now they went for a Rock Blast, which I shield up with my own Magneton over here. And as you guys can see, this Volt Switch and Magnet Bomb really does add up, which they shield up, but it's kind of useless because I'll be going for the next Magnet Bomb that does take care of the Golem. And the final Pokemon they have only left out is going to be Jumpluff, which have no win condition against my own Altaria and Magneton over here. And now moving into the final battle of the video, I pick up a lead against Galvantula over here. So Galvantula is actually kind of good again in this meta because it is quite spammy with discharge and lunge, so I can let this first discharge go through and I'll be going for the next sky attack over here. And I do get the shield, which is huge because now I don't want to waste up on my shield. So I let this move go through and it ends up being a lunge over here, which I am fine with. And now, as far as I remember, they are only at 2 volt switches, so I can easily come back with my Shadow Magneton that does take care of the Galvantula. And now from this kind of range, I am so much out of energy right now, so I will be shielding up the first rock slide from this Cradily and just see the damage from like neutral, I believe, a super effective Magnet Bomb, not neutral, a super effective Magnet Bomb onto a Cradily that almost does take it out over here. So for me, this team worked out quite well, and I was actually really surprised how strong Shadow Magneton is in this meta because of access to Volt Switch and a Magnet Bomb over here. So if you are trying out this team, do let me know how it is working out for you, and if you're liking the content onto this channel, do like, share and subscribe to the channel for support. And that will be all for this video, and see you again in the next one with more teams onto this Holiday Cup. And till then, peace.